There is no equality in a relationship. It's like, we equals. No, you're not. Ah!
Welcome
to the J&O Show.
We talk about
things that we would never told them, Jay. And now you know.
All right, guys. So today we're about to hop into this short. I have no idea what it is. Jay likes to,
just throw it on her.
Just be surprising me like that. So I'm going to push play and we're going to see what we talk about today. Okay? Okay.
People say, oh, relationships are tough. No, they're not. They're only tough when one person's working on it. Two people can move a couch real easy. One person can't move it at all. If you're in a relationship, let me try to help you right now. Rule one, stop competing. Her success is your success, and your success is her success. Number two, there is no equality in a relationship.
Hold on. Bars.
That's called bars.
Okay? I just had to say that real quick. Bars. Bruh. Like, I don't understand why that's such a difficult concept. Like, when you're in a relationship and you're together, you're a team. So when one person wins, we all win.
It's like, we equals. No, you're not. You're both there to serve. You are in the service industry, okay? You're in a band. And when you're in a band, you have roles that you play in the band. Sometimes you sing lead, and sometimes you're on tambourine. And if you're on tambourine, play it right. Play it with a fucking smile. Because nobody wants to see a mad tambourine player. People say, oh, relationships are tough. No, they're not.
Into that clip. No, that was actually really good.
That boy is good.
Like, I give it to him.
Yeah.
That was really good. Yeah. Because I think a lot of people that struggle in relationships sometimes, especially in this day and age, because we talk about like the current dating market and the modern woman, modern man, whatever the case may be or whatever. I feel like that is one of the issues, at least that I've seen in some relationships, is that they're competing with each other. And it's just like, bro, why are you competing? Like, are we not in this together? Like, who are you trying to prove something to? I don't understand.
Unfortunately, that's one of the issues with the modern women that a lot of guys have, is that it became a situation where women are now competing for the same role that the guy traditionally would do. And according to the red pill, even if you're a guy who goes, oh, you want to do all of that? Go ahead. No problem. I stay home, take care of the kids if that's what you want.
Hey, son.
And then there's another issue, because then the woman doesn't respect the guy because he's at home taking care of the kids and he's not providing. Mm-hmm. And so the guys are like, yo, you women, this is why they call it delusional. Because they're like, you're saying that you want a guy who's going to let you go out here and do X, Y, and Z. Bruh. But at the same time, you're always fighting against him no matter what he does. So if he lets you shine and be the one making all the money and being the big boss, you don't respect him. But then if he decides to step and be like, well, I'm going to be the breadwinner, you be the one who fall back, then you have a problem with that too. But a lot of people may not know is Chris Rock is actually very red pill before anybody knew what red pill was. So he's very much into traditional roles, and the stuff that I just said, he'd probably be like, yeah, that's basically what his experience is. So I think that's the issue. And I think that there has to be a point at which men and women sit down and talk to each other and figure out how that dynamic works. And if you decide that you want to be a boss and you want to go out here and get money and you want to do all of this, you got to understand that if in order to run your house a certain way, somebody is going to have to fall back and take care of more of the house stuff. Or y'all could just make so much money that y'all can hire somebody to take care of the house, which is what everybody thinks. But 15% of us are doing it. Like the stats, a lot of people, like we say it all the time, 15%, because there are actually less women in that space than men. So when you add them up, like it's 15% of men making over 100,000 approximately. But when you add up men and women together, it drops to like 12% of people because there are less women that are making a certain type of money. And a lot of people don't realize that. It's not like it's, oh, well, most of us aren't going to be at the position where we out here bossing it up and we can go and get maids and cooks and all of that. Most of us aren't going to have that lifestyle.
It would be nice.
Most of us, we're just not going to have it. So we have to come to terms with that.
Come down to earth.
But then there's another issue.
What?
There's another issue. The issue that comes in is even if you do that, are you going to be okay with the life you're living? Are you going to be at work all day pissed off because you decided to pick a job that paid a lot of money that you don't necessarily love and that ain't your purpose? Then bring hell into your house.
Yeah.
And that's going to tie into a whole bunch of other videos that we're going to shoot in today, because that's actually part of what's happening with some of these situations, because we're talking about, divorces and stuff like that. And we had some people that was a little upset with us, but we'll talk about that in the actual video. But it's just one of those things where it was just like, yeah, but that's because the rest of the life is a little bit of a messy too. And then you bring that home and we'll get into it.
I was going to say one last thing that he said that I wanted to point out that I think a lot of people, like, it doesn't register. When you're married, you are serving your spouse.
What do you like to do?
Whatever you like.
Big facts.
Like, think about it. Like, everybody's like, oh, love is overrated and you shouldn't just marry for love, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, first of all, I don't feel as though we understand exactly what love is, because it's not just a feeling. We've talked about this before. There's so many different facets of love. Why? Because God is love. And that by itself, to me, the mere fact that God is love means that, yes, love is enough, but you don't understand the different aspects of love. And when you really love somebody, yes, you are willing to serve them. It's a mutual beneficiary relationship because you're serving each other. Right. That's all I want
to say about that.
But
that was actually a great point. And that would also put in perspective, people getting divorces and stuff like that. But that puts you in a different space where you can't be selfish. I don't think that we live in a society that any longer allows us the grace to be in service to each other, because it's all about what you want and what you can accomplish and what you want with your life. When you hear a lot of people talk about marriages, it's a lot of what I want, and I, and I, and I, and I. And I don't think our society serves that. And you know what? It probably never did serve that in general, because society has always been selfish. Society has been selfish since. Yeah. But I just think that now, with so many people being able to communicate with each other via the internet and telephones and bruh, we used to have to pay to call another state.
For real, long distance.
Now, all of that's included in your bill. We got unlimited data now.
Got remember call waiting?
Yeah. Communication used to be so limited between people, and that has changed so many things. But he was right.
Ain't that right?
He ain't lying.
That's right.
He was right. Service, you're not really equal, and I guess a lot of people, they have a problem with that statement because they think that you're talking about your worth.
Right.
What you are worth as a person, what you are worth in your household and stuff like that. And a lot of times that's not what he's talking about. He's saying we're not equal because we don't have the same jobs.
Right.
Sometimes you're going to lead and somebody else is going to lead. And I think that's one of the best things about a lot of relationships that work. That's one of the biggest things about them. You see that, if somebody knows how to do something more than the other person ain't trying to be the boss just because they're supposed to be the boss.
Right.
Like if she in the kitchen cooking, what you doing? Why you doing that? That's how it work? I just learned something today. I ain't trying to lead nothing. Jermaine does not know how to cook like that. Now, if you get some break fast or some snacks, I'll be the king of snacks now.
This is true.
I throw down some break fast, but it's not like dinner. They're different. So when she in there cooking, I either learn or I just shut up and wait. I don't try to lead. You know what I'm saying? And then there are certain times when I go and I lead. And a lot of guys, especially some super red pill guys, they have an issue with that too. They feel like they always have to be leading, or that there are certain things that have to be for the woman and all of that. Man, it depends on what you work. I also worked as a janitor for a long period of time, working for my father's company. So when it comes to like, if we got to clean like the whole house, she'd be like, babe, how we can do this and get it done quick? Because I did that. Like I was a janitor for a very long time. I worked in a business. I went through the whole thing. I was the manager. I was the grunt worker. I was everything. So I know how to do all of that stuff and do it quickly. Like that's the thing. I can do it efficiently where it don't have to take all day. So a lot of times she'll be like, yo, yeah, okay, yeah. Cleaning is supposed to be the woman's job, but that used to be your job. So how can we do this quickly? It is, We'll work on it, y'all. We gotta work on it. We gotta get out our own way, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I was chatting a lot. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. We'll fix it somehow.
Anyway, comment down below and let us know what you guys think. True or not true, bars or no bars. Let us know. I think that's gonna do it for today. Till next time, deuces, y'all.